I'm Joy Book-Tamas, and today is day 23 of self-care, self-compassion, and self-love. And today, I have been thinking all day about what to talk to you guys about. There's been a couple of things that have gone through my mind over the last couple of days, and actually just sort of not really going on my script that I had planned out. Like, I had planned out these days, and it's just not seeming to fit. So, I just wanted to talk to you guys just, straight out, real, raw, like completely just heartfelt. I have a lot of things going on in my life right now. And, yeah, some days are really, really hard. Some days are really, really difficult. And some days I'm stretching myself and I'm pushing myself to do something that I normally wouldn't do. And it seems like such a little thing, but there's a bridge that's very close to my house. Well, actually not really close to my house, but there's a bridge that's close by, close enough. And I used to live, close to it. Again, I actually moved back into this area, but I used to live close to this area again. And when I was just learning to drive, like 16, 17 years old, eons ago, I had not a car collision because I didn't actually hit anything. My car broke down. And of course, it wasn't even my car. It was my mom's car. And the car broke down as I was coming back home over this bridge. And it's been in my mind for years and years and years. It just sort of sits there. It's like something I just like, I don't like going over that bridge. I specifically do not like going over one side of that bridge. Going over one way, so it's not as bad. But going back another way, it's like I'm just not okay. It brings back these memories. And I've told this to my husband before. I've told this to other family members. I've told this to other people. And it's not as bad when I'm not driving. But when I'm driving, it's like I'm in that same situation, especially if I'm alone. If I'm alone and I'm driving and I'm in that exact same situation all over again, it's like I'm waiting for the car to break down. And have you ever had that? Have you ever had that kind of feeling of sort of like, hey, this memory is coming up for me and it makes me feel like XYZ, like the past memory, the something is going to happen again. It makes me feel like this is what I should be expecting to happen next. Because, that's what happened before. So therefore it should happen again. And that's not really the case. It's like I'm planning on having the worst case scenario, or one of the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario for me, I'm planning on having that happen. And it's not. It doesn't have to. It hasn't happened again. So if you've ever had that, kind of situation where you just like, your brain sort of goes to like, hey, this is what's going to happen. I'm worried about this. I'm scared about this. I'm anxious about this. And the situation never actually comes to fruition. It never actually comes to that same area or issue. What is that? Well, that's our subconscious mind. That's our mind trying to protect us from something, and our mind sort of playing the tricks. And to me, it's scary. It's scary at times. It hurts. It's a mental mind trick, and I'm not okay with it. But this week, I actually conquered that twice. And, I've never had a car break down. I've never had that happen. And it's actually like really strange because like there's two different bridges that I could take in that way. But right now, one of those two bridges, the lift bridge, is actually closed for construction. They're resurfacing it. And I can't take the lift bridge to go to where I want to go. And if I was to take another route, it would add about an hour, half hour to 45 minutes to take another route. So it's sort of like, do I really want to take that extra time both ways, like an hour and a half out of my day, to go a different route just to avoid something that I have in my brain that might happen, It's like, it's not where I'm there. So my own self-care, actually probably more self-compassion, is that I'm compassionate with myself. It's like, I know that mentally I don't like that space.